Gshock GBA-950 is finally here. Let's check it out. Inside the box we get incredibly nice packaging for it. By the way, I have already used this watch for some time, but I put everything back as best as I could to show you what it would look like. And here are all the specs on it. Inside the box we also get our warranty card, bunch of other paperwork, and also a quick manual. And this watch comes in 3 different versions. Over here I have the fully black version. Also we can get it in kinda blue and also fully white one as well. And this is what the watch looks like on my wrist. I do have fairly small wrists. And actually I was quite surprised at just how compact this watch is, because usually other G-Shocks are actually quite beefy. But if you have a small wrist, I think this will be absolutely perfect for you. So you see, it's actually very slim. Also the strap also isn't actually that wide. So if you do not like big bulky watches, this will be absolutely perfect for you. When it comes to style and design, I think this watch looks absolutely amazing. And the strap is actually the same material as the case of the watch, I suppose. So it's actually not rubbery, but more like a plasticky. So when it comes to premium feel, probably not the most premium feel, but probably it will be actually very durable. Also we have extremely nice water resistance rating here on this watch as well. So you see we get 20 bar. Nice metal buttons here. And also the strap actually is integrated inside the watch. When it comes to more negatives, obviously we actually can't easily change the straps on these, so you see it's actually fused together with the body, so again we can't actually fit third-party straps on this watch, which I think is actually quite a huge negative. On this watch also the dials and the hour markers are fully illuminated as well, and they're actually mag bright as well. Also this watch has auto light feature here as well, and when it comes to the light quality, you see also it's actually very bright, so actually very visible here as well. And the illumination I think is probably the best I have seen actually on any G-Shock watch. So it's so visible, so you see it's actually not dark indoors, but still you can see very well. So yeah, this has to be one of the best features of this watch. Also we can use this watch to track our step count as well, which is absolutely awesome. So you see on the dial, if I press the display button, I can switch to the different menus here. And for example, I have the step count here for today. And also this watch actually has a phone app as well, so you can easily see the history for your step count, for example for today and week and months as well. When it comes to step counter accuracy, however, I find it's actually not as good as Samsung Galaxy Watch or Apple Watch. So out of all smartwatches I have tested on the channel, I think Samsung Galaxy Watch usually has the best accuracy when it comes to step counter. So I actually wore this watch and also the G-Shock for a while, basically on the same wrist, and I find at the end of the day essentially this actually overcounts by roughly 20%. So that is for mixed walking test. So if you are maybe doing simply like a very long walk, maybe the accuracy is maybe like 5% worse on this one. But again, so where it struggles is if you simply wear it around the house and simply move. So any movement really, it counts it almost as a step really. And especially if you do not even walk outside much, you do not take actually long walks, so you're simply moving around the house, I find this overcounts like absolutely crazy, so maybe like extra 30% of steps that aren't valid. When it comes to more negatives, I also find the negative display on this watch also pretty much unusable indoors. Also outdoors, if you do not have the best vision, again it's also very hard to see because the fonts also are very small, but you see just how bad the visibility is if you actually use this watch indoors, so you can even like barely even make out what's actually on the watch, and you actually have to tilt a special angle to even see what's actually on the, basically on the display here. So also if you actually check the images online of how the negative display looks like, I see in the promotional image actually it looks very nice, so no problems there. But again, so this image online is very misleading. So what you actually get and what is actually shown online is completely different. So you see the visibility is like literally like 20 times worse than it's actually advertised. When it comes to the visibility outdoors and also in very direct sunlight, it's probably not as bad. So you see, you can still see fairly okay. But again, as long as you have actually great vision. Personally, I have absolutely great vision, so I do not have much problems seeing this. But if you do not have the best vision, I imagine this like tiny font that's actually put on this watch will be pretty much unusable for you. However, I also have a bit of good news. If you were to get the fully white version of this watch, that one actually comes with a fully normal positive display, where the visibility obviously would be like literally 20 times better than on this one. I really think Casio finally should stop including these absolutely terrible negative displays in pretty much like 90% of their watches. I really wish maybe we could get this like black version with this positive display, as another thing this watch be absolutely perfect. But otherwise, yeah, the negative display I think completely ruins the whole experience using this watch. When it comes to the build quality on this watch, I'm actually very impressed. As you see, it actually looks very impressive. Also, I really like how these areas are actually raised above. So you see what the design actually looks like when you look like this. So you have these 1, 2, 3, 4 like points that are actually slightly raised above. So again, there is no way how you can scratch the screen. So when it comes to durability, I think this will be absolutely perfect. Again, we actually have, I think, like 200 meter water resistance on this one. Probably one of the best I have seen on G-Shocks. So yeah, when it comes to build quality, I think this actually is top notch. And finally, let's explore all the features we actually get on this watch and also all the menus. So you see on the front, if you can see it, yeah, you can see your current day here, time and also date. If I press the display button over here, you can see your distance walked in kilometers, also the calories here, and also the step count here. What I'm not seeing, however, is the step count history for the past days on this watch. I know on other watch you could actually see it, but I'm not seeing any way how we can see that on this watch. Okay, let's do this actually better outside, as visibility, yeah, indoors, as you see, it's pretty much unusable. So let me show you again. Basically, if I press this, you can see your kilometers, the calories, steps. Also, what I actually like about this watch, basically once you actually land on this screen, it actually won't go back to the main screen, so it actually stays like this. So this is very useful. I know another Casio watch, basically it actually goes automatically back to the main watch face. So I actually really like this view, basically where you can see the time basically on the dials, but also the step count and also the day. So I think this is actually a very good feature on this watch. So if I press once again, so I can return to the main, and if I press the mode button here, for example, I have my stopwatch over here, so we can use the start button to like pause and resume, and the lap to reset here as well. So works just like normal stopwatch. Also again, if mode, we have our stopwatch recordings, so I'm not exactly sure how many we can store, but usually there are quite a lot of basically history that you can see. Also we have our timer. Also what's absolutely great about this timer is we can actually set it to repeat as well. So you see this S01, that means this timer will be repeated one time. Also, we have actually this like 5-second preparation before the timer starts as well, which we can enable by the pressing lap button. So you see, basically, if you do not have the timer, will actually start as normally. So you see, starts normally. But if I actually enable this feature, you see, press start, it actually creates a countdown, like you see. Yeah, that's actually very useful. And if you want to change how many times it repeats, you're simply going to press in the display button and hold for a few seconds. And then you see even these like arms will actually get out of the way of the screen. That's also a pretty cool feature. But obviously it takes quite a while to do it. So I wish it simply stopped in some areas a bit faster. So if I press the mode, you see you can cycle between the different menus here. So you see I can like so if I do this timer essentially will repeat 2 times, and we can set this up to like 20 times. So essentially once timer basically the first timer ends, it actually starts another timer. So this maybe is good if you are doing some kind of like lifting workouts, or yeah, basically for workout stuff where you simply want like interval basically. And the next feature we get on this watch is dual time zone. Also, you see if your arms are actually covering the screen, there is actually this time shift function on this watch available as well. So if I press this light button, also mode button at the same time, so you see it actually gets the arms out of the way. So you see how it simply rotates them out of the way, so we can actually see and interact properly with the display. So maybe let's wait till it finishes, see how it looks like. So it finishes over there, and then you see you can press the mode and you can freely interact basically with a tiny screen over here. So while it's going back, yeah, anyway, also we have like 5 different alarms here we can also set. So and also this button can obviously be used to turn on the light here as well. So yeah, when it comes to the light quality, I think it's also absolutely superb on this watch. And those dials, so the illuminated, yeah, basically the hour markers and the arms again are absolutely fantastic on this watch. And if you want to change any settings on this watch, such as your time, date and various other settings, you can simply press and hold the display button here for a few seconds. So it will yeah, basically get the arms out of the way. Again, I actually wish this time shift function was a bit more advanced. So for example, it could stop right now and we could still see, so but it's still spinning, or it could maybe go back. So again, that's actually quite slow, but yeah, I'm just nitpicking really. So as you see, we can configure basically the time and date here, hours here, date here just as you need. Also the key tone, like airplane mode, light duration. By the way, if you want to change any settings on this watch, I actually highly suggest you to change them through the phone app, as it's literally like 10 times faster. Also, if you want to sync the time basically on this watch and get the correct time, basically you can simply press and hold the start button for like 2 seconds. So you see basically this thing here, you see basically it spins like this. That means connection is established with a phone and it's fetching essentially the current time. So that's also very useful. Also, you see you can change various settings on the phone app here as well. And for example, if you want to disable the auto light, we actually can't disable it from the watch. At least I haven't found how to do it. So we actually have to go in the phone app, disable it if you do not want that. Another settings we can only enable them in the phone app. Also, it appears we can even like receive notification alerts as well. So if you receive some notifications on your phone, yeah, you will also get notified on your watch. Obviously, we can't read the notifications, it will simply like buzz, I guess. So I haven't tested this function yet. So you see also a bunch more things over here. So yeah, app actually is actually fairly decent over here. And overall, is the GBA-950 actually worth it, and should you maybe get this watch? Well, I guess it depends really on the price you can get this watch for. Personally, I paid 150 euros for this watch, and unfortunately I will be returning this watch, as the display for me, it's not very usable. If you are ready to get the white version, I think the display quality on that obviously would be way better, so I do not think you'll have much problems with that display. On this one, however, really I can't really understand why Gshock is still including these absolutely terrible displays in these watches. So if you could get this black version, yeah, with the normal positive display, I think this would be absolutely fantastic watch. But in this current state, if you also use a display a lot, I actually can't suggest this black version. If you are okay with the white version, maybe you can get it. But again, I actually do not have the best experience with white Gshock watches. I have had actually 3 like Gshock and Casio watches in white, and I find basically they actually wear down very fast. So especially these edges basically on the white version simply like wear down very fast in only like literally couple of weeks, and then they start to look very ugly. So I'm mainly sticking with like black or blue or whatever other darker color on these watches. These colors are very good, but the white ones obviously they will obviously wear down much faster. If you are okay with that, maybe you can get that watch. However, if you maybe prefer the black version and do not care much about the display and won't be using it, then still actually I think this is a very decent watch. Anyway, good luck.